In this video, we're going to do an example where we find the average rate of change of a function over an interval, given the function as a table. So table values, just like this. So notice how we've got this table that has the tables for function f of x. So we have our x column, which are our input values, and our f of x output values for function f. But then we also have the output values for function g. So we have two functions that are depicted in this one table. And we are asked to find the average rate of change of function g from x equals 4 to x equals 5, and the average rate of change of function f from x equals 0 to x equals 3. So let's take a look at the first one. And as you recall, the formula for finding average rate of change is the change in the output, right? And remember that this little triangle here is a Greek letter delta that represents change in. So we are going to take g of 5 minus g of 4. So these are the change in the output values of g over the change in x. So that's the change in our input values, which is the difference of 5 minus 4, just like that. And now to locate these values, g of 5 and g of 4, that's where we're going to use our table. So here is x equals to, well, let's start with g of 5. So g of 5, so here's x equals to 5. So its output value would be 4. So we're going to replace g of 5 with 4. Minus, okay, now I need g of 4. So I'm going to come up here to x equals 4, and its output value is 7. So I will substitute in 7 for g of 4, just like that. Over, and then 5 minus 4, which we know is 1. So we can just write that down. And now here we have 4 minus 7, which is negative 3, over 1. So the average rate of change of function g on this interval from 4 to 5 is negative 3. So that means that our output values are decreasing by 3 units for every 1 unit of increase in our inputs, right? That's what that means. Okay, so on average, right? That's an average rate. Now let's do this one. Average rate of change of f of x from x equals 0 to x equals 3. So again, we are going to do a delta f, so change in f over change in x, which means f of 3 to the output value to 3 minus f of 0, the output value of x equals 0, over, and then the difference of the x values, which is 3 minus 0. So now let's go to our table and locate these output values, right? F of 3. So here's x equals to 3. So f of 3 is 5. And then f of 0, here's x equals to 0. So that f of 0 is 6. So 5 minus 6 over, and then 3 minus 0, which is 3. And then here we have, so here we go. So f of 3, 5 minus 6 over 3 minus 0, which is 3. And then, so this is negative 1/3. So the average rate of change is negative 1/3. So for every 1 unit of increase, on average, our function f is decreasing. The output values are decreasing by about 1/3 of a unit. Okay, I hope this helps.